If you're considering a cruise on the Caribbean Princess, these are 5 things that I don't think you should miss, and 2 things that I personally would avoid. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you 1 bonus tip on where to get the best cocktails on the Caribbean Princess. So my number 1 thing that you shouldn't miss is the Terrace Pool. Now this is the aft pool on the Caribbean Princess, and what makes this so special is a few things. Number 1, it never feels as busy as the 2 main pools in the middle of the ship, so that's always a positive, right? And then the second thing is it's undercover. So from the Skywalkers club, you have this shade in this whole pool area. So you don't get that real harsh, direct sun on the Terrace Pool area. The third thing I really like is it's got this kind of stadium style kind of like seating and area. So you get wonderful views of the wake of the ship. You get the sounds from those props. It's a really cool area from that beautiful views. And also at the very top, you have hot tubs and a splash pool. And as you go down, there is the Terrace Pool itself and seating around there, a really nice bar. And the other really cool thing about it is you're right outside the buffet. So you can just sneak in there, grab some lunch or breakfast, walk out and enjoy some of the seating around there, enjoy those wake views, the aft views. That's personally some of my favorite views on a cruise ship. So that is a can't miss thing on the Caribbean Princess. The second thing I don't think you can miss out on is Sabatinis. Now this is one of the specialty restaurants on the Caribbean Princess. There's Crown Grill and there's Sabatinis. So if you're kind of up in the air between the both of them, we preferred Sabatinis. I thought the service was amazing. The restaurant manager was incredible. They just all around, the food, service, it was really a special thing. The other thing I really liked about it is it's $38 per person. So it's on the lower end of a lot of the specialty dining that you see on all cruise ships. And the third thing that I would really recommend is make sure to do or have prior reservations before you get on board. So if you're booking the Caribbean Princess, like today, I would look at booking Sabatinis right away, because what we had found was it was really busy. So they were able to fit us in. We actually went twice, and they were able to fit us in a second time because we went really early when they opened. But we noticed both times they were turning people away left and right as they had no availability. So I highly recommend this place, and I would really recommend that you do get reservations before you get on board. So the number 1 thing that I would avoid on the Caribbean Princess would be the sanctuary. So we got up there around 11:45 a.m. and we waited for over an hour only to find out that there was no availability. So if this is an experience that you want to do and you get on the ship late or there is no availability, keep in mind that lap pool that you see right here is available to the public. It is not part of the sanctuary. What is interesting is a lot of people feel or think that it's part of the sanctuary. So that's another pool area that doesn't get really busy. And as you can see, there is seating underneath around there in the shade. There is some seating outside of it in the sun. But that is an area that just doesn't get busy and is a place that I would use as an alternative to the sanctuary. The third area that I wouldn't miss out on is movies under the stars. Now, every night around 8:30 to 9:30, they have a movie. And what they do is they move all these chairs out. They put these big, thick cushions on them, and they have popcorn and drinks. It's really a cool experience. It might not be something that you want to do every night. If you're into movies, for sure you can do it every night. But I would recommend that you do it at least once. It's a really cool environment. It's a big, huge, open area. And I just think it's a really cool experience that I wouldn't miss out on. The fourth thing that I wouldn't miss out on, and this is if you have a balcony, I wouldn't miss out on the ultimate balcony dining experience. If you're looking for an experience that's romantic, you're celebrating an anniversary, maybe you're popping the question and proposing, anything like that, or just want a special evening, this is truly a special evening on your balcony. You get your own server, your own assistant server. So we had Teddy and Tristan on the Caribbean Princess, and they were amazing. They stood outside our door and would come back in periodically and check on us. This was like a 2+ hour dining experience. It was amazing. So overall, it's $110 for 2 people. You get surf and turf if that's what you want. You also get a drink, a cocktail included. You get champagne. You get a special dessert they have nowhere else on the cruise ship. And then a photographer comes in beforehand, takes pictures with you, and you get one 8x10 print that's included. So like I said, it's an amazing experience. We've been on 12 Princess cruises and have never done this experience before. And quite honestly, I don't know why. It's one of the top 5 experiences on our 30+ cruises that we've ever been on. So we plan on doing this experience again, and I would highly recommend it. So the second thing that I would avoid, or I'm really disappointed in, was the shows in the Princess Theater. The shows and the comedians, they just were not very good. We don't ever leave shows. I can't even remember when in 30+ cruises, and we left a show on the Caribbean Princess. They just weren't really high quality. But what I would do instead, on deck 7 midship, there's a piano there, and there's always a guy on Princess that seems to do a great job. This cruise was no exception. We had Oliver Holland. He was hilarious. He was really a showman, and it was a great experience. He loved picking on me for some reason. So we had a great interaction there. And what I found interesting, though, is every night, standing room only, the whole area was packed. They could have probably put him in one of the bigger lounges, and he would have packed out the place. But I think he liked that small and more intimate area, and he did great. So that would be my recommendation if you really aren't happy with the shows, is make sure to check the guy out on the piano, deck 7 midship. And the fifth thing that I don't think you should miss out on is going up to Skywalkers nightclub. This is on deck 19. Now, I would personally go up there during the day. The views are amazing. You're on deck 19. You get these beautiful 360-degree views. Also at sunset, you get gorgeous sunsets up there. And what I noticed during the day is a lot of people are up there playing board games or reading, playing cards. It's nice and cool up there, and the views are just amazing. So that's a place that I would highly recommend you check out during the day and even at night, because it is a nightclub. So make sure to check out Skywalkers nightclub. So my bonus tip, if you're looking for a great cocktail on the Caribbean Princess, make sure to check out Wheelhouse Bar. Now that is where the drinks come from when you order drinks at Sabatinis. They are spot on. I like a good Moscow Mule. They were amazing. Now, a lot of times the doors are closed and you're like, is this a private event or club kind of thing? And it's not. So make sure if you see the doors closed, open the doors, go on in and order your drinks. And a lot of times they have a steel drum band playing in there or someone playing the steel drums. It's a really cool bar. Best drinks cocktail wise on the entire ship that we found. So those that have been on the Caribbean Princess, do you agree with my list, or is there something I missed? Would love to hear from you in the comments. Also, if you would, please like this video. Consider subscribing, as I do post daily cruise shorts and longer videos on Saturdays and Sundays. Until I talk to you next time, happy cruising. Take care.